Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to replace the Moen Cartridge 1224B on any sink or whatever. So this is a very easy job. We'll get this done in no time flat. First thing you want to do, go underneath, turn that off, obviously. And this is a very easy job. So once it's turned off, you just go in there. You only need 2 tools for this. So you only need screwdrivers and a Phillips head screwdriver and needle nose pliers. That's all you need. This job is super simple. So when you go to buy replacement parts, you're going to need the cartridge, and you're going to need 2 more things for this too. I would recommend you get these. I'll put a link below to Amazon. You need the stem extensions. This plastic gets brittle, so it's good to replace it. And you're going to need the retaining nut. This gets brittle as well, and you want to replace that as well. So I'll put links to all 3 of these below, and you want to replace all of those. This plastic gets old, it gets brittle, and needs to be replaced. Okay, so first thing you want to do is just unscrew this. You can do it by hand. It's quite easy. If yours is super tough, you can wrap a piece of cloth around here and use like locking pliers. If yours doesn't come off, although most of these you can do very easily by hand, so you don't need that. So we'll go ahead and unscrew it. Righty-loosey for some reason on this one. Okay, that just pops right off. There we go. Easy peasy. Okay, now you have your flange right there. Let's see if we can get a good angle on that. So this is very easy. So what you want to do is just come down with your Phillips head screwdriver right in the top. There's a Phillips head screw in here. You just want to undo it. It's easy. There we go, that comes out. This is one of the components you want to replace, because this gets brittle. Okay, now we have one of the most difficult parts. This is probably the toughest part. You can get a tool to do this, but you can use your needle nose pliers. You need to turn this out. And these kind of don't want to turn. There, we got it. Do you see that? Okay, so now it's loosened up, and this gets very brittle, so on your old one this may break. Just be prepared for that. Once you give it a few turns with your pliers, you can just stick your finger in there. Undo it, it's still a little snug. Okay. Usually you can do this with your fingers, but easy peasy, Japanesey. Okay, that's pretty loose. Can we get it now? Yeah. Okay. Boom, ba-doom. Just turn that. Keep going, and it will come out at some point. There we go. Just like that. That piece comes out. Replace that one. And we can also take this off just for better visibility. And then the cartridge is down in there, so you can't quite reach it. So this is where you use your needle nose pliers again. And you just put those right down in there, and you grab the top of it, and it might fill with water when you do this, so don't worry, that's normal. There we go. So you get your cartridge, pull that out. There we go, we're halfway there, so get your new cartridge right out of there, and just drop that straight down in. Get your new cartridge, and you can push it down. The orientation of this doesn't matter. So when you put your the handle back on, you adjust it to wherever this needs to be. So it doesn't matter which direction this is pointing. So you just push that down in there. Okay, got a little water loose. And then you get your retaining nut, just to give you an idea. So this is the old one and this is the new one. So you can see it's complete discoloration on there. Also the complete discoloration on there. Also, if we look at the old extension, I forgot the name of this, but versus the new one, we can see that's quite a bit faded. So this is why you want to replace those. Okay. So it's easy peasy Japanesey. You just drop that right down in there and screw it. Don't worry about the water. No biggie. Do that with your finger as much as you can. So I think it's getting tight. Okay, it's as tight as it's going to go by hand. So let's go ahead and get the needle nose pliers. You just want to get them right in on the edge and begin tightening that like so. There we go. And this plastic, even when it's new, it's not super strong. So just be wary that this can shatter and break. I don't know why they don't make these out of brass, to be honest. But Moen, they'll at least the replacements are not expensive. So I think, is that as tight as it goes? You want to get this fairly tight. Yeah, that's pretty tight right there. Okay, I reckon that's good. Whoops, making a mess. Okay, then you drop your, crap. So there's the screw. The screw goes in, the screw goes right down there, so. Drop your screw in before you put it in. And then that'll go down. It should lock in. There we go. So you kind of turn it, so as you're going down with this, turn it a bit, and you can feel it drop. And then you can feel it'll turn for on and off. There we go, so you can feel a quarter turn on there. So that's what these do. Once that's down like so, all you do is you get your Phillips head, put that right down in there, okay. There's actually quite a few turns for this, there we go. Oh, you don't have to go too tight with this. You actually don't need to, technically you don't need to tighten this at all, but just holds it on. And give that a few turns, doesn't need to be too tight. Okay, that looks good. There we go, we're good. Actually, still pretty loose. Okay, still comes up a bit. I don't know if it needs to be locked all the way down, but like so. Okay, that's good right there. And don't forget your trim piece. And then you get this. So this is why I was saying the orientation doesn't matter, because this locks in. So you can put it this way. Actually, let's go ahead. Is that all the way off? So that's on. That's off that way. So we should drop that. So you can do it like that. That's incorrect. So you put it in just so it's lined up. There we go. That's looks like about right. So quarter turn on that, which is what you want for your faucet. Okay. And this is how easy it is to fix a drip on your line this up when you tighten it down. That's how easy it is to fix a drip on your Moen faucet. There we go, tighten that. Nice. There we go, right there. Let's turn the water back on. Okay. And there we go, we can see no drips. Oh, that was a drip right there. No more drips on there. Then turn it on. So there you go, that's how you fix the drips on your Moen faucet. And I will put the links below to the cartridge, and the retaining nut, and those. Right there. Easy peasy, Japanesey. Later, mates.